Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I want to say thank you, guys, for click like the subscribe. The channel is growing up here. More people getting into the energies of understanding. There, I already made the comments on a few of the astrology report, the daily ones, how that goes, even in the full moon report that it was. So here is your video about the Mercury retrograde. Talking about this Mercury retrograde, since the Pluto is already entering during this period, Pluto is going to enter in Aquarius. This is going to be the first Mercury retrograde actually in the age of Aquarius officially. And as we talking about this, there is going to be a lot of ups, downs, and that's why it's so much information that is gonna be. But it's a lot of period. From November 26th to January 3rd, we are gonna be under this energies in there under Mercury retrograde. If you're not familiar with the Mercury with the retrogrades, what they actually does, they creating a loop. Okay, I'm talking about this loop right here. Okay. So what's happening is at here at November 26th, we are going to be at this point. Okay, that's when Mercury is going to be retrograde. Then it's going to go out. It's going to go back in time and space within the energies that it's going to be coming up at the 15th of December. And then from the 15th of December, we are going to go back in here. That is going to be a January 3rd. We're going to be come back in there. But Mercury retrograde is going to be turn us back into the 7th of November. That is like 10 days from as this report it's making right now. So you two understanding the energies and the way it is about the review. But since we are going to have a lot of review in there, and particularly that this energy is going to be tied up mainly with about the growth, the transformation challenges in there. We are going to have a new moon with Mercury retrograde and the sun. So a new beginning, new way of talking with others, communicating with others. That is going to be the challenge with an age of Aquarius. Because the way you are honest within yourself, the honest talk that's supposed to be built up, we are gonna be learning this from right now. Every time when the shifting of eras happened in there, particularly we're talking about from um, Taurus to Aries in there, we're talking about the age of a golden Toro for into the areas, into the ship positions there. There was also that something needs to be changed in the subconscious, which is that was about Pisces. Okay, so they knew that in 2000 years they're gonna be somebody who's gonna come in and change the world and so forth. But now with an age of Pisces, when it's a begin in there, we also see in it the age of Aquarius that it's individual work that benefits the personality. But with that being said, in order to do this, we are going at what happened before that. So it's kind of like a very interesting of periods since the eras they're moving back, but we also have to look at the one step before that to develop what we need to do. It's going to be a challenge with this level of understanding. For a lot of the people, this is going to be a really confusing, okay? But that is the proper way. And with this Mercury retrograde, it is about because it's happening in Sag in there, the level of communications, the honesty of the proper informations that it's going to be given into this Sagittarius energies in there, it's going to leading to the honesty of what we have to develop. If you're not okay with the develop what it needs to be, you need to say so. If you're not all right with the certain things that has to go in there, you have to be looking at in there. But if you want to and you want to learn, nobody can stop you learn. You're the one person in charge that wants to learn and change things in there. And the only way you can learn this through it is to look really from within yourself. And the only test is gonna be is by doing it, not by just talking communications, which is a lot of that Sagittarius energy is in there. So with this Mercury retrograde, we are gonna have some a lot of interesting moments, because during this Mercury retrograde, we are also gonna have Mars is gonna be turning a retrograde period. There's going to be some intense energies in there that it's going to be involved, but you need to understand nothing grows in a comfort zone. So you need to be happy about the intense energies in there, because they are going to be leading you to evolution that later on is going to be making your life easier. You're the one who making it hard because you don't accept changes in there. I took some notes for all this. And for those of you who wants to watching just the first things in there, to add the beginning, we are going to be having a lot of situations in there, particularly within the subconscious. The Mercury is going to be actually done with the divine energies of Uranus in there. And since we're talking about this, that is a this energy with Mercury and Uranus for that's gonna be, he's gonna come back to this place. He's gonna come back after that, and he's going to have these divine energies in there. A lot of the situations that is going to be discovering and talking about this is going to be the, as you see it right here in the chart, that's going to be a relationships, very interesting moments of this relationship with the moon and Venus. This is going to be a healing of feminine energies in there. But Venus is in divine energies with Jupiter that it's opposing Mercury. So basically, this is going to be the starting point in there, and then after that, these divine energies, they're going to come in, particularly on the next day, as we're talking about for the 27th there, which is you're going to be seeing it in there, and 27th. Venus, it's going to be this divine energies with Jupiter, but the yacht made it from the moon, and Mercury, who's going to be a retrograde. This is going to be the official time when he actually goes in, which is going to be on the 27th. So you're going to see that the universe, it sets you back in time. And that time in there, it is set up about these energies that we need to look at it in, where into the subconscious. The two yachts made for we are going to be starting from Mercury retrograde in here. The communications with Uranus, with the universe, they're going to be reflecting the intuition within the relationships. Everything in there, absolutely everything is in the relationship. Energies, magnetic fields, emotions, everything is in a way of how the relationship is. Something that attract each other, they attract. Something that it goes together, goes together. Something that it can't go together. And this is what is going to be the challenge in there, because some of the patterns that we think we're not comparable, we are not okay, and so forth, is where it's buried within the subconscious. And that is going to be where the Pisces. So we are going to be reevaluating the Pisces energies big time, because Mercury retrograde, it's squaring that Neptune, that visions about the Pisces, that ending of the energies of the Pisces that it's going to come out. Okay, so in the next day, which is that's going to be the 28th of November, the moon is going to be going into Scorpio. That is going to be divine energies again with the North Node. You're going to be understanding about the revisions of this energies in there. Where are you going and who is involved with this? That will be Mars. In the positive energies in there, everything going to go nice and smooth. In the negative side, though, Mars opposing Pluto, that is already, entering Aquarius in there. and within the moon entering Scorpio, that is going to be those energies between Leo, Scorpio, and Capricorn, Aquarius energies, because that energy is going to be kind of like in between. For of that shift, you're going to be seeing it in there of this. I don't want to change. It is what that is. That is this energy that just don't want to change. It is what it is. There. It is my way to see it. It is my way to know it, and so forth. And during those energies in there, with the communications that is going to be shifting in retrograde motion, you're going to be reevaluating your way of accepting informations. Okay, your way of accepting information is going to be based of the old. Mercury, it's gonna be interesting of that energies of this squaring with Neptune, while the Sun is squaring Saturn. So be mindful about your own personal limitations and self-sabotage there. Okay, the next day, 29th, the moon is gonna be going at the mid of Scorpio. You see it, there's gonna be the divine energies from Jupiter and Chiron. Powerful intensity there's going to be with this day. That is going to be about I healing myself. I'm more friendly to myself towards others, but I also seeing it how I need to operate in the material and the intimacy level with others. Because when I don't operate properly within the material situations in there, I don't have my intimacy. That is the one thing that Scorpio is basically does as an energy. Since the moon is going to be opposing Uranus, that is going to be the issues that you're going to be seeking it in there from within yourself. Because the friendliness within the material world leads to develop the emotions is in there. Try to have intimacy with someone who is not friendly towards you. See how that works. Doesn't work good, right? And this is what a lot of the people have to figure out within themselves. All right, next day, that's gonna be next hour, next day. That is the 30th. The moon is gonna be coming to Sag, squaring Saturn. It's gonna beginning of this kind of like a new moon energy. You're gonna be feeling those expressions. Still, the moon is gonna be opposing Uranus. But squaring with Saturn, that is going to be this energies that is going to be really challenging. Because with those challenges that it's going to come out with that position says, I don't want to talk. I don't want to communicate. I need to figure things out. And this is the moment you to realizing you are shifted back because you can't go forward. You're trying to go forward, you can't. You have unfinished business in there. You haven't relearned certain things. And this is going to be of these transitions that the people who's going to be trying to move into the age of Aquarius, they will not going. They're like, what is going on? What is this intensity? You're learning. Your learning process. And you're going to be seeing it when at the moon, Venus and Pluto is going to get together in about 2 days. Okay, that is going to be the time when you see that level of transformation is going to be getting you to the level within the age of Aquarius. And whatever you need to do, you are going to have to be doing it. Like it or not, it is what it is. Here is the new moon. And this is what we're talking about. This new moon is talking about those communications of Mercury retrograde. You see all this red line towards Saturn, and from Saturn is going to Jupiter and that opposition. Lack of the growth of friendliness and the friendships in there, it's going to be leading into this. Don't damage any more friendshipness. Don't create any more of this passing the trauma and the dramas in the next situations. And the duality there is going to be really kicking in into you. But that is to understand that the duality, it is about improvements within yourself to see the two opposite points. And from those opposite points, you to be, I know what you need to do. Because if I choose only this, I'm abandon this. If you're choosing that, I'm going to abandon that. You need to understand the both points so I can find the balance, the middle point. Okay, that's what it is about those relationships. So with this positions and those energies, some of the people they cannot handle the energies. There's gonna be a lot of improper nastygram messages, so stay away from those. That's what a Saturn is blocking Jupiter, and it's blocking the intuition, and that is like don't send this nasty stuff. Looking at to the good things, looking at to the good life, looking at to the positive things, looking at to the truth, looking at and be an honor within yourself, the valor within yourself, that masculine driven power in there. If your masculine driven power, which is Mars, is not in a good positions, there's gonna be this situations. All right, the day goes by and the moon is moving out, but it's still gonna have the same effects as yesterday's in there with Saturn. This is gonna be with this silence that you need to look within yourself. Healthy silence is like, you know what, I have things you need to do in there. Don't pay attention to me, but you need to understand I have time for myself. I'm not abandoning you. But if you're just kind of like a bolt out, or even the worst thing that you can do is a silent treatment towards other, being this avoidance in there in the relationship, being avoiding this energies, all the universe is going to tell you. Universe is going to tell you is that is the right thing. As you see it, Uranus is going to be really pointing out those divine energies from down here, from Taurus. Is like, here is how you revise your communications, how you revise your intuition. What is that inner work that you have to do in there with this? Can you bring those divine energies into the earth? Because that energy is looking at, with Uranus, is looking at very well with Venus. All right. So with those energies there, we are going ahead on the next day of the third in there. You see that the moon is going to be at Capricorn, divine energies with Mars. The work has to be done within the divine guidance, but it's going to be a require healing. Venus is already passing through all this. She's gotten through that energies there. There is, you're gonna feeling this kind of like I need to embody those energies. I need to put them in. I need to put them into work. You have a lot of knowledge, understanding, and so forth, but did you practice it, those energies? And if you have not practiced it, why not? Out of a fear, out of a situations. So the divine energies that's gonna coming from the moon, they're gonna go to Mars, and from Mars, who is primary focus, he is looking at to the North Node. That's it. You're looking at to the North Node. Venus is looking at to the North Node. Pluto is looking at to the North Node. See, this is one of the love, and there, if it's proper love and it's fixing the situations, it's gonna go moving forward. But first of all, what happens with you? You put your energies of what you're going to be agree within yourself about your masculine, your feminine energies. That's going to be affecting of the agreement with another person with their masculine and their feminine energies. Okay, and that's what this is. You have the agreements within you. All right. So this is what is going to be review on this day for. As you see it on the next day, that is going to be the fourth in there. During the fourth, seeing it that mean personality mates coming out. Your energies in there, that it's coming because the mean Lilith, it's at Libra. What is those relationship? Why you are mean towards other, or why the others are mean towards you? Okay, so when you challenging other people, they have two choices: either understand you, listen to you, go and mature with you, or they can be mean to you because they think that you are mean to them because you challenge them to grow. Okay, but this is gonna be an universe event, since Uranus is directly with the moon, and Venus is like, you can't go within the new things with the people who hold into old understanding. They will not understand what they need to do. Okay, but that is going to be applying for all those people who actually transiting in the age of Aquarius. Is like, okay, here you're in the age of Aquarius, stop thinking about this norms, stop thinking about this rules, standards. As a Pisces, done. You like it, don't like it, it is what it is. And some people are gonna have a really, really hard time about it. All right, this energy is gonna be coming out as the moon is gonna be transiting into this. As you see, Mars, it is opposing all moon, Pluto, and Venus in there. This is when you're gonna be facing your intuition. But as a Mars and the Sun, they are coming in together, which is right in here. They're squaring really Jupiter, and that energy is squaring Saturn. Those are gonna be those limits. They're gonna put limits in their authority, put these situations of reviewing as Jupiter is preparing to slowing down in there. This is gonna be like here. You understood what you were immature, chill out and relax. You deal with people who are immature, chill out and relax. You have to give them a chance. Go and review a friendship with the people who are not mature. Can you imagine you work with immature people and 10, you abandon them? In a way, it's good because they have to look from within themselves. But it's the same thing in there. Could you accept that those people, you can help them to mature, but you have to mature first within you. You to be example, and when that energy is matching within them, because those are um, two zodiac signs about friendships. Okay, we're talking about Sag and Gemini. Okay, those are the two signs. The one is the friendshipness within me that I have, that I learned and I copy from others. That's when you're 3 years old. Okay, so when you are 9 years old, you begin to be what? Expressing towards others. Oh, but this person is not like that. That person, you start talking crap or things about other people, or you compare to yourself in there. That begins to this 9, 10 years from within yourself. And this is why the competition at school, it's kind of like, oh, I have this watch, or look at me, and so forth. And you kind of like trying to put the other people's down. Oh, kind of like all of this similarities in there is going to start coming out. But you don't have to drag them with you. That's what you need to go over and reevaluate all this through this process. All right. Now here at the 6th, that is going to be when both they're going to be shifting Mercury and the Sun. So the Sun is going to move forward, Mercury is going back in there. But with those energies for Mercury is at 13 degrees of Sag, Saturn is at 13 degrees. That is a exact square in there. Dualities is gonna comes in. Saturn doesn't have a positive aspect. It's basically like you're gonna be practice what you learned. Nobody else is responsible for your learning but you. How you gonna learn? The moon is gonna be helping the Sun and Mercury, looking at within your shadow, which is that's gonna be Lilith. It's gonna help you to go there into Jupiter that is going in with this time. And with this position, Saturn, that he's putting in that pressure, those restrictions is in there. A lot of you is going to be like, I need to go, but I'm restricted. I have to move, but I cannot go. I understand I need to get into this, but I cannot do it. Why? You're not ready, or the situations is not ready. Something from within you is not ready. What is not ready? Here. Here. This is what's not ready. Your brain is not ready. Your process of thoughts is not ready. You to understanding the words that's gonna be meaning with total different language within the age of Aquarius. Somebody's gonna talk to you about gravitations and energies, how they all turn into emotions and how this acting and reacting to on you, and everybody's gonna be like, what are you talking about? Give me some of this, you just smoke, right? So you gotta be understanding this process. That there's gonna be some people who's gonna challenge you, that's gonna put in a crap towards you, and so forth and so forth. But you need to understanding, you are part of this shift. You already shifted. You're behind that door of truth. Okay, you're on the other side, and they can just laugh it at you, and you're gonna be okay, fine. Let's see who's laughing the last. He's laughing the best. You guys know what I'm talking about. So don't worry about anything and everything. All you have to do is look at it inside of you. Okay, this internal communications. Well, with this internal communications, Mars, it's stationary, and he's gonna go retrograde stationary as Venus and Pluto. You see that line in here for that is gonna be when Mars is gonna be stationary and already been retrograde stationary. Okay, I'm gonna be feeling the shifts inside. The tensions and the pressure is gonna be a lot from Mercury and the Sun there. The Moon, it is entering Pisces, and this is where Mars is gonna find out I need to shift my subconscious there. Okay, gonna be seeing it that for as I said, be mindful what you're saying yourself, because all this is going to be a restriction to make a fault, but also is going to be a restriction to make forward, because things is not the way they should be. All right, the moon is joining Saturn. It's going to be a squaring Jupiter and squaring Mercury, squaring the Sun in there. All those squares and intense energies. This is the moments when Venus is entering Aquarius. There, it is about how you feel when you go to a new place. You are shifted to a new positions. You are shifted into a new situations that you don't even like it. Imagine you put yourself in a place that you don't know, you're afraid, you're scared, you don't know the language, for example, or you don't even know things in there. How are you going to handle this energy? It is going to be the same. People's going to be put of that environment, feeling others, and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to react. They don't know how to work with the energies. They don't know. And what are they going to be have to be looking at there? They have to reevaluate what are they telling to who? To the person who create wars. Is he the wars when they started, even from way back into the tribals? Now the tribal wars, they've been traveling from generations and generations and generations. And now these wars, even still till today. You may not like it. You may not get in it. But that's how it goes. And this is why right now the warrior within you have to be healed, have to be changed. But guess what? You have that oppositions. You're talking about, for example, if you're not familiar with Romeo and Juliet, okay? They were from two opposite families in there. They fall in love. The families don't like it, and so forth and so forth. And something had to be changed for the better future. Can they change that? Can you change it? So with this process is about the war. Can you stop creating wars within yourself? All right. The next day, that's going to be the 9th in there. 4. The moon is going to be crossing towards Aries. Now, with the moon going towards Aries, she's going to be trining the Mars. She's going to be sextiling Venus and Pluto. Powerful energies for the new beginning. You're understanding that transformations of changes that it's going to be with Mars. Mars is already moving retrograde. He moved from station retrograde to a retrograde. So right now you're going to be reviewing and going back. You guys, if you're following the daily reports here on the channel, you know exactly what happened. Go back in about like a month and a half ago and start seeing at this. We are going to be going back into there to that point when a Mars was where? At Cancer. So we're going to go back and review all this process because we have to be in the family. It's resolve the conflicts in the family so they don't create the conflicts after that. So the moon is there. We're going to have this shift because that shift later on is going to point out to everything in the next day. That's going to be on the 10th, as the moon is going to be between the North Node and Chiron. She's going to be trining Mercury retrograde. Mercury is trining the retrograde Mars. Okay, so everything that it goes on in there, you understand that the destructive fire of Leo and Sag is not the proper. There is no growth in there. And you need to have a new beginning. And that new beginning is going to be pointing out towards the North Node and towards the moon and towards Chiron. To heal this, to go create new positive things. Not to create, but see how you can resolve issues of war. And stop the war, because the war is destructive. You looking at for something that you want to constructing, and with that construction's energies, it's going to begin this age of Aquarius. We need to destroy the old, but we don't have to bring in the old with us there. All right, the 11th of December there, as these energies are moving more and more forward. The moon is going to be trining the sun there, but it's going to put some pressure of Venus and Pluto. That square. Also on that date, later on, we are going to have also a square towards Mars. Be mindful about those energies there. There's going to be some intensity because they're going to be following even to the next day. For this is going to be, I don't want to change, the stubbornness of Aries. But that stubbornness of Aries then turns to a stubbornness of Taurus. Oh, I'm going to be losing my material stuff. I'm going to be doing this material situations. It cannot be this and so forth. I need the money to build this, this, and this. I need the money to build this, this, and that. And you're going to find it out through those energies like, okay, let's find a way, but let's not create conflict. You're here to find solutions, okay? You see the problems, don't create more problems, finding the solutions. And that's what Venus and Pluto is looking at towards the North Node. Okay, we got challenges, but we also have a goal to meet. Hello? Right? We gotta focus on the goal. Okay, it's a challenges. Let's figure out what we're gonna do with those challenges. And we're gonna see how this is gonna turn out in there. Right. Well, the moon is going to be at this square with Venus and Mars, as I said. You're going to be following also the next day, but this is the time when the sun is beginning to have divine energies with Uranus. In the next few days, you're going to be seeing those energies a lot. You see, this is when you have to really looking at your authorities in there, how their authority is working for. You see this beautiful kite that it's made it from the North Node, Venus, Pluto, Mercury retrograde, and Mars retrograde. So this is a feminine energies, transformations, the way you changing yourself, do you have proper talk, and the way you're controlling your masculine energies for the better future to come. You see, that house is gonna be put in. All right, that is the energy. But you have to authorize that project. You have to put your signature in there. It's kind of like a form of a soul contract. Okay, I can see this opportunity, but I don't agree on this. You don't agree on this, Saturn is going to tell you, okay, you're not good for it. You are immature, which is the sun is opposing Jupiter and square Saturn. Saturn says, you're not going into the age of Aquarius. Sorry. Right? But you say, like, okay, I need to change of this, and this. I already understood this and this. I understood where I'm sending at. Okay. Where I need to sign. There you go. And then the universe, it says, like, okay, good. Now with that divine energies in there, we're going to be working at being a friends with you. This is what is going to be. This is why Uranus is right now in Taurus. You to be able, these divine energies, to be putting on the earth. Like it or not, that's how it goes. At every shift, that's how it's been. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, that's hourly. Okay, the 13th. See, a powerful shift is going to happen when the moon joins Neptune, Uranus, I'm sorry. And with those divine energies, the intuition is going to be agree with this. This is going to be a very beautiful day for all of us. Powerful energies with the North Node, powerful energies with Mars, powerful energies with Neptune, powerful energies with Venus, Pluto, and so forth. You work it out, the blue energies, the blue colors in there, it's going to be okay. You still have that conflict in there because the conflict is going to be boiled. The more situations during these revaluations, this is when you see the wrong things. And the more wrong things you see, the more wrong things you're going to discover. And then the wrong things, if you kind of like putting towards other people, you have to allow them. They can figure out. If you have proper communications, the proper things is going to be. And to remind you, during Mercury retrograde, there are a lot of positive moments coming. There is also digging up on the negative, but a lot of the positive moments are coming when you're realizing your own BS. Okay, that's what it is. But when the people using your weaknesses you're discovering during this Mercury retrograde and they put it out towards you, that's not good. That is a little bit more toxic. And it's not a proper, and that's what needs to be healed and removed. And you're gonna find out that that's coming from what? From lack of maturity, and that maturity is gonna be seeing it. I was talking about this before. Every time the moon is right now is gonna be joining Jupiter in there, we're gonna be dealing it with that immaturity. Okay, as the Saturn is gonna be squaring there because there is nothing else. Our wisdom, where we are getting the wisdom on, from maturity. And since this immaturity situation has been coming up so much and so much, guess what? We have to practice what we know to see how immature we are. But in order to what? To be and more mature. So as the moon is trining Pluto and Venus in these situations in the North Node together with Jupiter in there, Mars within the good positions with Mercury retrograde, all those energies gonna come and help us out. So whatever there is a problem, there is a solution. The bigger the problem, the bigger the miracle. That's what you need to see in there. That's what you have to seek. All right, 15th. It's gonna be a full moon. Pressures, intensity. Don't blame Mercury retrograde. Don't blame Mercury retrograde because he's about to finish retrograding. All right, tomorrow it's his last day. He's going to shift direct. Okay, don't blame him. But during this opposition, it is about testing how friendly you are in there, how friendly it's with this energies, how friendly you can go within the subconscious, because both the sun and the moon, they are going to be squaring Neptune and the north nodes into that area of Pisces and Aries. How can we get there? How we are going to do all this, right? And the only way you can do it is within divine transformations that comes within your intuition. Pluto is going to be in divine energies with the moon, and Uranus is in divine energies with the sun. That's what it is. Are you both authority and intuition, mother, father, inner self, and there? What does they look like within you? Are they basic on the divine, or they are basic within your ego control and madness? Because both of those expressions, they're going to be leading from my personal friendshipness. You are not friend towards me, towards my personality, and the sun is going to be, but you're not friendly with anybody else. But if you Pluto from Aquarius, it says like take a new approach, be more friendly within you, honest within yourself. And 10 Uranus that is from Taurus, it brings that divine energies towards Sag, and then says like you can be this within the material world. Stop being critical, overcritical, and complaining and whining and moaning about it. But put the divine energies there. You're gonna get there. And from the sun, be in within divine energies with Uranus. Uranus is sextile with the north node. Okay, this is what you have to see, because the moon, in the same way, she is with the divine energies with Pluto, and that the energies of Pluto is going towards the north node. So you see it. It's a changes that is going to be needed into progress. And this is going to be when a Mercury is going to be turning direct. He's not going to be retrograde anymore. Divine energy from Uranus and the divine energies from Venus and the moon is going to be very proper in there. This is basically when the daughter learns from the mother. Okay, but the mother also learns from the daughter. That's that generational learning. Oh, this is how you improved. I see that I did not know how to do this, but I see how you improved, and so forth and so forth. Okay, and those are gonna be this powerful shift that the both intuition and authority, they're gonna be learning from each other. It is about a family. Mars is going retrograde, reviewing its transformations. It is positions towards the feminine energies. What do you have as expectations towards the feminine energy? Where is it? That comes from. And this is going to be the ending of the first part of Mercury retrograde. And that energies of Mercury retrograde, because Mercury is going to be going forward, but going back forward, because he was there. He had to go back. Now he's going back where he was. And this is what is going to be the second part of the video. That is going to be from now in there into January 3rd, because in January 3rd, he's going to go back into the same place of time and space where he was. Because right now we relearn things that we had to do it. And now we are going forward. We are going to be arriving right here. Okay? You don't see it very well. I'm sorry. All right. There you go. We're going to be right in here. And now we're going to take this. We're going to be taking all this. We're going to be moving forward to January 3rd. Okay? So we came here. We went all the way down to a retrograde motions. So this is a retrograde motion. We arrived here. We are direct. So we went back in time and space. And now from there, we're going to go back, going back forward to where we started the journey. And that is going to be till January 3rd. So with this being said, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Appreciate you. If you have anything concerned or you need some personal astrology gravitational report on you, please visit our website, which is aquaspiritunited.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Be love, guys, and good luck.